Hello. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you for waiting. I am so sorry for the time delay. I had just put up on my community page a fundraiser, a GoFundMe, in order to get some help and assistance for a few things that are extremely needed. So hopefully you will be able to help, donate, share. Please share my link on anywhere that you possibly can. I would greatly appreciate that. So at this time, we are going to do, again, the daily. I'm also going to do a couple oracle messages for you in reference to today. So the first cards that come out for you for November 12th, it is Friday. Happy Friday to everybody. Hope you enjoy that. Also, look at this hair. My goodness. Jesus. All right. It's raining so bad outside. It started out looking okay, but me and Buttons have been out twice walking in the rain already, so you have to excuse me. The first message that's going to come across today for this card is the coffee cup card. So with the coffee cup, again, this is the oracle card for the room. Thank you for hitting the like button. Coffee cup talks about meeting with somebody, conversing, savoring the moment, so to speak, feeling uplifted, also about friendship. This card is coming up as a message for you in this room today because you need to be prepared for this meeting, for this engagement, for this meetup, so to speak. For some of you, you might have been waiting a long time to be able to communicate with this person. This could be a child that you lost connection with. This could be a sister, a brother. This could be, yes, a loved one, a past partner, etc. There's so many different meanings for this card for so many different people, depending on how it reaches you. This coffee cup, and it doesn't have to be coffee. You could meet for anything. But the point of this card is talking about contacting somebody or somebody contacting you, wanting to put things in the past and leave them there, wanting to move forward with you, wanting to find a better way, wanting to create something much better. Just not wanting to feel angry anymore. Somebody's not wanting to feel depressed. Somebody's not wanting to feel alone. Somebody's definitely agreeing here with this card that the argument, the breakup, the separation, the distance, the no communication, all that was for nothing. They're saying that this, for some of you, this argument, you can't even remember how it started or what it was all really about. For some of you, something got made from a molehill to a mountain. Had you known then what you know now, a lot of you would retract your statements, would retract this walking away, would retract so many different negativities that were involved, and would also pull back regrets. Some of you truly did not really understand or appreciate the value that you had with this person or this connection or this relationship until it was gone. Some of you thought you were going to be able to handle something. Some of you thought you were going to be able to walk away from something. And I need lotion. Some of you definitely are going to finally feel so uplifted when this meeting takes place. Don't be, buttons, please. Don't be, when I said when this meeting takes place, and she said, So don't be hesitant. Don't be upset. Don't still hold that torch of anger. Let something go. Allow this freedom to come back in. Allow the forgiveness to flow. None of us are perfect. None of us. I being one of them. None of us are perfect. We all make mistakes. If we didn't, we wouldn't be human. We learn also from our mistakes. Some of us have to learn them over and over again until we finally get it. But aren't we at the point now with this? Like, we just want it to be done. We just want it to be cleared out. We just want it to be cleared up. Listen, you may not go back as best friends with whoever this is. There might be a lot of water under that bridge that prevents that from happening, but for a lot of you, you can start new. For a lot of you, you can make these changes. Your next card that comes up is Butterfly. Again, I'll do the Oracle cards first, and then I will get on with the readings. So the Butterfly talks about a relationship that's evolving. It's going to the next phase. It is about healing the inner child and growth. With the Butterfly, a lot of you can relate to the symbol of a butterfly being a loved one on the other side. For a lot of you, maybe that person in your life who you're missing so much, maybe they are up on their next journey in heaven. Maybe they are evolving through a new phase, through their next phase. For some of you, this can also mean that this butterfly symbolizes that you're healing something that's really deep. You know, when you're cut on the outside, you can see that. You can watch that scar heal. But the scars that are on the inside are the difficult ones. They're the ones that you can feel, but others can't see them. So others can't see you as being wounded, as being a victim, as being injured. But there is a new phase coming for that. A lot of you are going to continue to grow through this pain, through past trauma. The key here is leave that past where it belongs. Yes, you have to think about it. Yes, you need to acknowledge it. Yes, you need to forgive. A lot of you think that forgiving that person is benefiting them. A lot of you think that forgiving means that they don't have to be accountable or they don't have to take responsibility for what they did. A lot of you feel like it means it's okay that you hurt me. It's okay that you hit me. It's okay that you cheated on me. It's okay that you manipulated me. I forgive you. No, it's not okay. It doesn't mean that it's okay. What it means is that I'm come to know God and the power of the universe as well. It means that I've come to the understanding and the knowing that unfortunately other people don't think the way that you do or I do. Sometimes injured people hurt injured people. Sometimes we hurt the person that's closest to us, the person that does the most for us. We hurt the person who's always there for us. And why that happens, I don't know. But for a lot of you, you need to get to the next phase. And that's what this butterfly, if you've just come in the room, that's what this butterfly oracle means, is about getting to that next phase, healing that inner child, that inner self, allowing the growth, allowing your full potential to come through. A lot of you have no idea that you are at a point and getting ready to have a growth spurt, so to speak. A lot of you don't understand that when you're feeling very down and very tired and wanting to sleep all the time, and maybe not just feeling yourself or being kind of snappy, or that's you going through this transformation. That's you preparing to go to the next level. That's you healing some shadow work. That's you preparing your body with this extra sleep, with this extra rest, maybe with keeping to yourself. Maybe it's been a couple months, maybe it's been 6 months. Everybody's going to do this in their own time, what works for them. But know that as this butterfly came up for you today, it is talking about you evolving, relationships evolving, past hurt being redeveloped into more like tough lessons that you went through. Listen, they don't call it growing pains for nothing. Okay? They don't call it growing pains for nothing. Growing pains aren't just in your legs when you're a little kid. Growing pains are as long as you're on this earth. Every single day, every single moment, you are growing. You are learning. You are experiencing many things. A lot of you have to be willing to accept the truth in a situation. Although it may hurt, I get it. It may hurt more than anything you've ever been through, whatever it is you're going through right now. But luckily, energy is always moving, always changing. Nothing stays the same. Nothing. Not even a good relationship. Not even the best relationship in the world. It doesn't stay the same because everybody involved is changing every day, every moment. Different things happen. Just like you, the person who was hurt by somebody in the past, you are not the same person you used to be. Prior to meeting that person who hurt you, you are quite different now than you were then. And where you are now, at that time when you were going through that shit, you never thought you'd see where you are now. Never thought you'd get that far. But you did. For some of you, you never thought a pain would stop hurting enough that you could move forward, that you could take on new challenges, that you continue living. A lot of you, when you lost a loved one, thought your life was over too. It took a while, quite a while, for you to be able to get to your next phase, your next journey, to take that first step. Whether that's recovery from addiction, whether that's recovery from a bad relationship. And when I say a bad relationship, it doesn't mean it was all bad, but the parts of it that were bad were bad. Some of you had to put up very strong boundaries in your life, ones that you didn't even want to put up. Some of you have to keep distance from somebody, not because you want to, but because you have to. It got to the point now where you're saving your own life. For some of you, there's a fine line between love and hate. Such a fine line. So fine that you sometimes don't know the difference. Sometimes you're fighting in your head emotionally so much because you love this person with all your heart, but you hate them with everything inside of you for what they did to you, because they took that dream away. They took that fantasy of a happily ever after away from you. It felt like they fooled you for months and years. A lot of you are regretting so much time wasted. Some of you may have been involved with somebody since you were early or late teens or early 20s for 25 years or so, and had somebody out of the blue just to become this person that you didn't even know. Yet you were with them all these years, and you never for once thought that they would be capable of doing what they did to you. You didn't invest all that time to have somebody shut the door in your face, say, now do it on your own. Everybody needs to understand sometimes a season can be 6 months, 3 months, 1 month, 7 years, 23 years, 18 years, 29 years, 32 years, 35 years. We never know when that season's going to end. Heck, even here in New Jersey, we have summer, and summer should end at a certain point. Fall should begin at a certain point. Winter should begin at a certain point. Spring should begin at a certain point. But sometimes you look on the Weather Channel and you see the temperatures for the day, and you're thinking, it's fall. It should be cold. It should be in the 60s or 50s, maybe even 40s. And at nighttime, it should go down to 30s. But we're still sometimes looking at 70-degree weather. That's summer. So we all can't see that faded line sometimes. Sometimes that boundary becomes invisible. Sometimes we cross a boundary that we regret later. Sometimes we allow other people to cross a boundary because we once again want to give them the benefit of the doubt and trust them. Just one more time. With that little glimmer of hope. The same glimmer of hope when you were that little kid that laid in bed at night listening for the reindeers on the rooftop, listening to hear Santa's sleigh bells, listening or peeking to see if the tooth fairy came to put money under your pillow, listening for the Easter bunny. Remember back in them days? Remember that amazing childlike feeling that you had. And I pray that all of you understand the way I'm trying to show you how this energy feels that I'm reading. And my deepest apology to any of you who didn't get to enjoy any of the things I just mentioned. One of the best parts of my childhood was going to bed Christmas Eve after saying our prayers and decorating our tree and leaving cookies and carrots for the reindeers and cookies for Santa with a glass of milk. One of my best childhood memories. was going to bed and having a brother and sister, but I was always the first one awake. I was the first one, and we were always told, don't you go out into that living room. You wake us up first. Don't you go out there. Oh, I was always so excited to wake up and go wake my parents up. I mean, it literally just cracked morning. The sun's just starting to come up. And I was in there shaking the bed and shaking the blankets and trying to tell them to come on. I remember so excited to leave Santa homemade cookies that my mom and me made. I can remember worrying about the reindeer, wanting to give them carrots. I can remember going to church Sunday mornings and appreciating Jesus. I can remember the excitement of opening up each gift. So the feeling I'm trying to show you with this butterfly, with things that keep evolving, with the way that things change. Go back, this butterfly is trying to say, as you're healing, go back to some of your favorite childhood memories. Go back to that. When you're feeling lost in a situation, when you're feeling like things aren't working out the way you need them to, maybe you're feeling alone right now. Maybe you're struggling with something. Maybe it's mental health issues. Maybe it's financial issues. Maybe it's love issues, relationship issues, family issues, children issues, health issues. Know that this too shall pass. It feels like it's forever when you're in it. Whatever you're going through, it feels like it lasts forever. It feels like it'll never end. But there are different phases to things working out. There are different phases to meeting that person that you want to be with. There are different phases to get to that happily ever after. There are different phases to heal that cancer, to solve that issue, that problem. You have to be willing to be patient and try to keep your faith. Your mind is the most powerful thing that you have. It's not so much your doctors, although I'm not saying don't seek a doctor. I'm just saying that your brain can choose to make you happy right now. Your brain can choose to make you sad right now. Your brain can choose to have you go back to an addiction. Your brain can choose for you to want to go back to school. Your brain can make a choice to treat somebody nice. Your brain can choose to treat somebody mean. The best part is you actually do have control of what your brain can do. Your brain can heal your body. Once again, it does not mean don't consult a doctor. The power that is within you, sometimes you don't even recognize. A lot of you going through the struggles, your last oracle card for this daily is the coffin. What does that mean, Helen? Why is there a coffin on the page? The coffin talks about the strength that you have within you, that sometimes you feel like is gone. Sometimes you panic. Sometimes you fear so much that you can't think. You can't resolve any issues. You can't solve any problems. You can't help anybody because you can't help yourself. When the coffin shows up, it talks about endings. Endings that we feared. Endings that we dreaded. Endings that we hoped to never see. This transition that takes place during an ending, whether it's an ending of a relationship, ending of a job, the ending of a cycle, the ending of this roller coaster ride that you've been on, the ending of this back and forth, break up, get together relationship. This ending, the word ending. When you get your personal readings, when you talk to whoever you get your readings from, they say there's an ending, or this is going to end, and you're like, oh no, oh no. All of a sudden it's doomsday. All of a sudden it's like everything's closing in on me. All of a sudden it feels like it's storming outside. Sometimes endings can be celebrated. Sometimes endings are exactly not what you wanted, but exactly what you needed in order to get to that new beginning. It creates a lot of change. It makes you become liberated. It helps you to grow. It helps you to see things from a different perspective, in a different light. It also helps you to calm your ego. Because a lot of us, including myself, dramatically myself, our ego, feeling as if somebody doesn't want us anymore. Just wanting them to come back and tell us that they want us, just so we can say, no, we don't want you. We want to have the upper hand, right? We want to stay in control. We don't want to look weak. A lot of us, our ego gets hurt when something ends. In one way, shape, or form, it is our ego. So it is true if you humble yourself, surrender to whatever the situation is, accept it for what it is, you'll then be able to grow. Things will get much better. Right? So there are your 3 oracle card messages for today's daily. I hope you enjoy this new way that I love doing the morning daily. It is medicine for you. It is information for you. You can take it or you can leave it for somebody else to enjoy. If you don't like it, I apologize. Just know, come in a little bit later to my dailies if you want to miss that part. And here we go. Starting off with the sign of Aries, the message for you today. Aries. Oh, Aries, you're bright, you're strong, you're energetic, you're wanting to do something, get started, finish one thing and go. It's like, I want to get out of work and I got something I got to do. I want to get something started today. I'm all ready. I've got a new idea. Aries, you're very excited about this new idea or these new plans. Something's definitely coming together for you today. Leo, you're talking about, you know what? Putting it all together, paying something up, paying something off, getting a bill paid, paying something on time, getting rid of this headache. You've been waiting for today to come to get rid of this headache, whatever that's about. Leo, you're going to find relief in a situation. It doesn't mean the whole financial thing is going to be so super today, but what it does mean, you're going to knock off a lot of it and you're going to feel really good about it. And then you'll be ready Monday to go back to work and to get things started again. Sagittarius, today it's kind of like the 2 of Pentacles. You're balancing your money right now. You're trying to be like, okay, well, if I pay this, then I can pay a little bit of that. Or if I pay this first, then I can handle that next week. And then if I get this, so you're juggling your resources today, but you're going to find a way to make it work. Gemini, you might have somebody around you that's kind of like, when you say, don't do this, they do it. When you say, listen, I don't want you to do it, they do it. When you say, listen, don't take that road because they go there. Somebody just, that, you know what, don't waste your breath today. Just focus on you today. Tell them, you know what, okay, well, you can say it, but don't think that they're going to follow through on it because they're pretty much going to do what they want to do. Just say it. I hope that makes sense to somebody because it's crazy to everybody else, but it's going to make sense to whoever needed that. All right. Next, number 1. Libra. Libra, you have the Justice card. You have decisions. There's consequences here. You're definitely going to have to deal with some consequences from the choices or decisions that you make. These consequences don't have to be bad. They can be good consequences. Listen, it just means that every action gets a reaction. Okay? But you're definitely, with the Justice card, going to do what's right today, Libra. You're going to do what's right. Aquarius. You might get simple pleasures out of the smallest things. the smallest token of kindness, the smallest token gift. I just feel like, you know what? You're very appreciative today. And you're going to show somebody that you appreciate them taking the time and having the consideration. It's very nice. Very nice energy. Very smooth, calm energy today for you guys. Capricorn, you have the Two of Swords. Capricorn, you know what? You're just going to have to make a choice. It's not working. You see something's not working. So because it's not working, you're going to have to make a choice. Listen, I know you don't want to choose. I know you don't want to favor one over the other. Make a temporary choice, enough to let it show you what it can do, what this choice can do for you, how it can improve things. And when you see it starting to improve, then stay with that choice. But if for any reason it doesn't work out for you that way, when you make that one choice, then you know what? You'll always be able to go back and renegotiate and choose the other. Okay? Taurus, 9 of Cups, wishes coming true. Taurus, great evening, great weekend coming up for you. All that you want. All that you want. Virgo. All right, Virgo. So maybe the last 3 days somewhere you might have had a little bit of a tower moment. You might have had some disappointment, some bad news, some letdown, some rejection, some dismissals. But whatever that was, it's okay. Because Virgo, as I said just a few minutes ago, if you listen to that ending is giving you a brand new beginning. So it's kind of like when I totaled my car. Damn it, but now I got another car. So something is going to come to replace the negative energy that you had to bring you much more joy, much more happiness. Let's get started with Scorpio. Scorpio. You have the Ace of Cups. There's abundance. There's a new love. There's attraction. There's a new chemistry about you. You've been acting quite different lately. You haven't really been yourself. There's been a lot of changes going on for you. But you're adjusting as expected. It's going to get better. The sun is going to shine on you. All right. Cancer. And the 7 of Swords. Somebody could be sneaky around you, or you could be sneaky. You could be trying to find something out. You could be trying to go through different channels or avenues, maybe different social media platforms, whatever. You're trying to get some information from somebody. You're trying not to let them know that you're digging for information, but you're digging. Or somebody's going to do this to you. So be careful, because somebody who may approach you as concerned or wanting to help, they're being nosy. They want to know. All right? Be careful. Pisces. You're coming up with more patience than you expected. For some of you Pisces, it felt like, you know what? I just can't take this. I'm stressing out. I'm overwhelmed. I can't keep waiting. When is it coming? Every day I look in the mail. I'm waiting for this check. I'm waiting for this to come. I'm waiting for my title. I'm waiting for maybe my social security card so I can start a job. I need something that a document or something that you're needing in order to be able to move forward. For some of you, this patience is more about waiting for the good things to start to surface. Just because you can't see that things are changing and getting better. Just like me with this financial struggle that I'm in right now, which is why I put the donation thing up. The same thing. I can't see the help coming. I can't see anything getting relief right now. I don't want to have to quit working on this channel and go work somewhere else. I don't want to have to do that. I'm doing everything I can not to have to do that. But my back's against a wall. I can't see that things are working for me. I can't see what God's doing. So Pisces, same thing. You can't see it, but it doesn't mean it's not happening. It's kind of very similar to this ball. This ball is round. No matter how I spin it, no matter how I turn it, it's round. You can't see the edges on it. You can't see anything. But the one thing that you can't see is that if you look at this side of the ball, you can't see the other side. So what's going on above the veil? What's going on with energy that you can't see, it doesn't mean that the answer is not on this side. It doesn't mean that. It just means you can only see what's right in front of you. So you need to use your faith. You need to trust in the universe, trust in God, trust in your higher power, trust in your religion that you believe in, and know that things are going to work out exactly the way they're supposed to. For a lot of you, there are choices and decisions, Pisces, that you're going to need to make. There are some things that you're going to need to cut out. There are ways that you're going to be able to come up with a plan. You're going to have to stick very strictly to this plan, but I promise you, it's going to be okay. I promise you, it's going to work out. So it's funny. I have the Five of Cups popped out of here talking about dwelling on the past, dwelling on past hurt, dwelling on past heartbreak, dwelling on things that you cannot change. If something happened in the past, then you can't go back in time. It's not possible. It's really not possible. But what you can do is start today and live differently than you lived yesterday. That is the key to achieving change, to achieving a goal, to finding you again. So, with that being said, I can't wait. I can't wait to come on here in December. Because December, I promise you, is going to be all about Christmas. It's going to be all about love. It's going to be all about your loved ones. It's going to be mediumship messages for you on these holidays. For those of you who are dreading it, worried about being alone, you are never, ever alone. This is going to be one of the most amazing Decembers in many ways for many of you. Miracles are about to happen. So get ready. Don't lose your faith. We are only at November 12th, and I know things seem hard right now. I know things are very challenging, but I will tell you, the Calvary is on the way. The angels are all ready to fly in and surround you and protect you and help you to grow, to learn, to prosper, to succeed, to be happy. So be patient. But it is coming. Exactly, Kylie B. And once Christmas is here, once we have an ending to the year of 2021, an ending, how about that? 2021 is going to have an ending. But then we've got 2022, a brand spanking new beginning. And we get to fix what we couldn't fix in 2021. We get to do it differently. We get to do it better. We get to find a better way, and we get to do it together. And I'm praying that I'm still here on this channel come January of 2022. I pray for a miracle in the name of Jesus. I pray, I accept, and I'm willing to receive. In Jesus' name, amen. So with that being said, I love all of you. I'll be coming on shortly. I have an errand to run, but I will be back shortly. My grandson's coming with me this weekend, so I'm so excited. So I'm going to get a couple videos up for you today to watch both later on with me later, and then tomorrow you'll be on your own for them for a couple times, but I have some exciting things coming. I hope you all enjoyed the fast last minute contest. Having 3 of you sign up real fast to get a $50 reading for 15 minutes, which every single one of you that I did had an amazing moment. Every single one of you that I read for, truth, clarity, and what you needed to hear came through. I must say that even yesterday, reading one of my family members here on my subscribing channel, a name came out, a last name initial came directly out. The connection was amazing. But I'll fill you guys in on that in a little bit. But with that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful morning. And I will see you guys in just a little bit. All right, it's 11:52 a.m. I haven't even had breakfast yet. So I got a lot to hurry up and do. And it's raining here like crazy, off and on. But what are you going to do? It's fall. So I'll take it. So stay safe. See you guys shortly. Much love.